Hi everyone, Sharon here with Creating with Sharon, and today I'm going to show you how I made this super cute shaker card using Playing in the Rain bundle and Rain or Shine Designer Series paper and some ink and some dies. So I'm only going to use the stamp set from the Rainy Days Are Better With You stamp set, and I'm only going to take out this bunny one. But with the dies, you get a kite, you get some clouds, that's a puddle, some dies to cut out the critters, a bow tie, a fence, an umbrella. Second part of the kite, this actually cuts out these cute little flowers here. You have a stump, and then you have some, I'm going to call those like grass, and some butterflies on that one. So I'm just going to just put these guys away. I'm keeping out the Rainy Days Are Better With You stamp set and the dies too. And I'm going to also show you the Designer Series paper. Now this Designer Series paper is called Rain or Shine Specialty Paper. And the reason why they call it specialty paper, almost like it has a shiny, I want to say a crystal effects. Do you remember that on the paper? So this is some of the paper, and I'll flip this over for you. And there's the back side. Look how bright those are, and those are just gorgeous, of course. And then I didn't cut this one down because I like to cut these little critters out, and if I go to cut it out to fit this, it will cut out half the critters. So I'm just going to just flip this over and show you the back side on that, which you could use for scrapbooking, whatever. But these are so darn cute. Okay, so let's get started. So the colors in the Designer Series paper, I guess I should tell you about that, are Flirty Flamingo, which is this color right here. We have Cajun Craze, which is probably this color right here. And then we have Mango Melody, Old Olive, Balmy Blue, and then it's called UV coating is what that shiny is. So that's what that's called. So those are the colors. That DSP, because it is a specialty one, does run at $22. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the materials that I'm going to use for this card. So I have my tear and tape. I have my Flirty Flamingo ink pad. I have my Fabulous Frames die, and I'm going to use this die right here. I'll pull this out right now. I'm just going to use this die right here, and I'm going to cut out a frame, and that's what makes this frame on the outside of that. And I already cut out some pieces, like this piece right here. I used my Stylus Shape dies, and if you're going to buy any dies, I use this almost at every single project that I use because I love the stitching on the outside and on the inside. It's a must-have die. I also have my foam adhesive sheets, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. I have a window sheet that's already been pre-cut. There's my little tag. There's my little critter, and I have three pieces of DSP that is 4 inches, and then each is an 1.5 inches. And then I have, this is what I'm going to cut out my frame with, is this right here. And this one doesn't have a mat on the back, so I'm thinking I'm going to do this one using a black piece of cardstock. So that's where I'm going to adhere these guys onto. So let's do this first. I'm just going to just put my card base to the side for now. Put that guy up there so I don't lose him. And I'm going to just, I like to dry fit everything first, just to make sure I have enough room for everybody or everything. So if you're watching this right now, I am not. I'm on vacation. I'm soaking up the sun in sunny Mexico. And you want to make sure that your breaks in between are about the same distance apart. Push this. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab some liquid glue. And I like to use liquid glue because it's friendly. So you put it into place, and you can just quietly move it a bit till you get it perfect. There we go. I'll do the same thing for this one. Do the top and the bottom, and then you can put the center one in. Make sure you have all your paper, all your Design Your Series paper going the same way. You don't want to turn around and one's going one way and then you have the other one upside down and everything's all in place. And I'll put this guy in the middle. And there we have it. I think that's pretty centered. Now I'm just going to put this to the side to dry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my Big Boss in. And we're going to do some cutting. Just move everything out of the way. So now I'm going to use this frame piece and I'm going to cut out the frame for around the card. Using that right there. I'll just move that out of the way. Bring in the Big Boss. And then I'm going to cut this. So I want to cut it fairly straight because I don't want my raindrops to be blowing in the rain or in the wind. And of course I did this on the wrong side, but that's okay. Now that noise is because the die hit the rollers dead on instead of being on a slant. So there, I got that piece cut out. As you can see, we have 3 pieces for this. We have the center piece, we have this outside piece, and then the piece that I'm going to use is in the center like that. Okay, put this guy to the side. Now I'm going to bring in the cute little bunny here. And I'm going to bring in the die cut, and I put the die cut right over top of him, and then cut it. You could fussy cut if you really wanted to, but some of you don't like to do it, and I have the die cut, so I'm going to die cut him out, her out. Whoever it is, it's so cute. Little bunny. And there we have the bunny all cut out. I'll just put him over here so I don't lose him. Put the dies, and then I'll just move the big shot or the big boss out of the way. So hard to, been so long since we had one. Anyway, so there we go. So now I'm going to, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to adhere the sheet, the window sheet onto this here. And how I did that is I just took my tear and tape and just ran it along the frame, just like that. And you want to make sure that it's overlapping so you don't have any gaps. So when you go to shake the card, that you don't have your shaker stuff flying everywhere. All the way around, just like that. And there we have it. So now I'm going to show you a little secret. I'm going to grab one of my embossing buddies. And I'm going to just take the static off of the window sheet. So that way my my little embellishments won't stick to the actual window sheet. Okay, so I'm going to take my Pick a tool and I'm going to take off the backing of my tear and tape. And go all the way around. Oh, not sticking to everything. And there we have it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this straight, and I'm going to bring in my window sheet, and this is the part that I stamped with my embossing buddy, so I'm going to turn it towards me because that's where the embellishments are going to go. I'm going to add this onto the inside, onto the frame. So now it's nice and flat. So now I got it nice and flat. I'm going to bring in my foam adhesive sheets. I'm going to take a strip off, and I'm going to start in the corner and go all the way around. And then once I get to the side, one side, oops, come on. One side I'm just going to snip it. And then I'm going to, when I line this one up, I'm going to butt it right up against the other one. And the reason being is, once again, when you go to do your shaker card, you do not want the your embellishments flying everywhere. Oh, I'm running out of adhesive strips. Time to buy some more. And I'm going to do the same thing, butt it up against the other side, and then bring it down and snip it. And then same thing on this one. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in my card base, and I'm going to remove the backing on my tear and tape, on my adhesive foam strips. Go all the way around. Oh, come on. There we go. So now when you go to put this on, you want to make sure that your rain is going the same way. And you want to center this. Oops, no you don't. Let's take that off. Let's grab some of our, these are called loose daisy embellishments. So you want to take some of these, and you want to add them into the center of your card. There we go. You don't want to keep them in a big pile, because I found when I did this one, they sort of, when I had it in a big pile, they stacked on top of each other, and I had to fight with them to take them down. And I'm just going to put that like that. Make sure all the ends are there. Isn't that cute? So now what we want to do is we want to bring in your strip. You want to grab a scrap of basic white cardstock I have sitting right here. Oops. And then I'm going to, oh, I hope that's big enough. I have a feeling it's not going to be. No. Okay, so I'm going to just flip this guy over and use a scrap piece here. Oh, yeah, there's a scrap piece right there. Grab my block and my Flirty Flamingo, and ink this up, and then just stamp, "Rainy days are better with you." Perfect. And I'm going to grab my trimmer. And I'm going to trim this back. That's still too wide for me, so I'm going to trim it back even more. I'm just going to put this out of the way because I don't want to end up putting something in the ink. I'm going to trim that back. Try keeping it straight when you do that. And just a wee bit off the top. I wish Stampin' Up! Would bring these back. These are the best little cutters ever. Okay. So now this is going to go onto here, and you can put it anywhere you wish. I put mine on the bottom half, and I just adhered it with just a tad of glue. So make sure when you're putting your glue on, you got to watch how your sentiment's going. Because I found the best way to adhere stuff onto your window sheet is to use the tear and tape. And that's what I'm going to do with this one also. So there's my sentiment. So I'm going to put it there like this. I'm going to bring in my cute little bunny and put him here like this. And I'm going to use my tear and tape. Just add a few pieces on the back side of the bunny. And then I'm just going to take a strip and just put it on the back side of my sentiment. Now make sure when you're cutting it too, that you're cutting it so you can't see the tear and tape on the other side. Okay. And we'll just take off the tear and tape. And put that about there. And sort of take it over to the edge of the frame. And then do the same thing with your cute little bunny. You could use a bunny, you could use the bunny, you could use the turtle, you could use a fox, you could use, the fox would have been cute too with the umbrella. And then I'm just going to add him into the corner, just like that, and then the tear and tape automatically sticks to the window sheets. Where's my bone folder? And I'm just going to take my bone folder and then burnish the edge. And then this is just going to go on to there, just like that. I'm going to use my liquid glue. And just slide that right into place, just like that. So, there you have my card. It's a little shaker card. It's so darn cute. Not much supplies were needed. Well, I guess there was a few supplies needed in that one. So, which one do you like better? Do you like the one without the black or with the black? I personally think the one without the black. The black sort of just pops out. But anyway, Mr. Bunny or Mrs. Bunny is so darn cute. So thanks for joining me tonight. Sorry it's a video and not the real thing, but it is what it is. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you when we get back. Thank you. See ya. Bye.